Hollywood, the Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike.
How do you like your music, Giselle?
Well, right now, Happy Joe, I'm in a bouncy mood.
Let's go.
Light up, Lucky, it's light up time. Be happy, go lucky, it's light up time.
Wowee!
Sometimes I like my music dreamy, like this. For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike. Relax, it's light up time.
Yes, sir. Fine tobacco that's toasted to taste even better. That's what makes a Lucky taste so good. You'll say it's the best tasting cigarette you ever smoked.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike right now.
Light up a Lucky.
It's light up time.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lucky Strike program. Well, here I am again. Of course, this might not mean much to you, but the Prudential Life Insurance Company is thrilled. Now, I only meant that as a joke because, fortunately, I'm in the best of health. You see, every year at this time, just before the holidays, I always go to my doctor for a checkup, you see, a physical examination. And last week I went to my doctor in Beverly Hills, and he checked my reflexes and my metabolism and my blood pressure. And then he stopped, you see. So I said to him, Doctor, aren't you going to check my heart? And he said, right now, and handed me the bill. So I looked at it for quite a while, and since nothing happened, he checked my eyes. But, you know, I've always prided myself, ladies and gentlemen, on my physical condition because when I was young, when I was a kid, I was quite an athlete. You know, very few people know this, but when I was about 22 years old, I was with the American Olympic team. Of course, they don't have that event anymore, you know. Wigwam pitching. I still hold the record. You see, I made it in 1/4 of an inch of the movement of the sun. Nowadays, they use clocks. And as a matter of fact, just recently, I was going to go to Melbourne, Australia to see the Olympics. You know, but it's so tough to get hotel reservations down there, and I was willing to pay for it and everything, you know, but you just can't get them. Of course, for what I was willing to pay, I certainly didn't expect a penthouse or a suite or anything like that, but who wants to live in a kangaroo's pouch? Big deal, wall-to-wall fur. But to get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I almost forgot. I have an announcement here that I was supposed to make, oh my goodness, there's an audience. I didn't I was supposed to make this announcement 2 weeks ago, and I forgot all about it. 2 weeks ago, and so I'll make it now. Don't forget to vote. This has nothing to do with the last national election, you see, but next week in Cucamonga, they're electing a guava queen. Oh, there's going to be so much excitement there. There'll be street dancing, and grape crushing and orange roping. All of those wonderful sports that they're going to have.
Oh, Mr. Benny?
And they,
Mr. Benny?
It'll really be...
Mr.
Yes,
Benny?
Yes?
You want it on the phone.
Well, look, I'm right in the middle of the show. Will you get the number and I'll call them back right away?
The other party, they said it was very important.
Oh, excuse me. Just a minute, will you please? Right in the middle of the show. Hello?
Hello, boss. This is Rochester.
Rochester, you of all people should know enough not to call me in the middle of a show.
But, boss, I've got news for you.
Well, what is it?
Brace yourself.
All right, I'm braced. What is it?
Your car's been stolen.
My Maxwell? Stolen? I mean, when did this happen?
2 hours ago.
Well, why didn't you call me sooner?
I just stopped laughing.
But, Rochester, I'm in no mood for nonsense. Now, was my car stolen or not?
Yes, boss, it's gone.
How do you like that? Yesterday, I put in 5 gallons of gas.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, there's nothing to worry about, Rochester. I'll get hold of the Beverly Hills police. They're always on their toes.
They could be on their knees and catch that car.
Now, never mind. Rochester, look. Get on the phone immediately and call the Beverly Hills police station.
I tried to, but I couldn't get them.
What are you talking? You couldn't get the Beverly Hills Police Department?
They've got an unlisted number.
Oh, yes, they're so classy. Well, it's the classiest police department I've ever... Rochester, look, I'm going over there right away, and you get there as soon as you can, will you?
Okay.
Fine, okay.
Bye.
Oh, Don! Don Wilson! Don!
Yes, Jack, yeah? Oh, Jack, what was all the excitement on the telephone?
Look, my Maxwell has been stolen. I've got to go right over to the Beverly Hills police station.
You're leaving now, right in the middle of your show?
Well, I can't help it, Don. Now, you can take over. Bring out the Sportsman Quartet.
Oh, but Jack, the sportsmen aren't due on till later in the program.
I can't help it, Don. This is an emergency.
But they're not ready yet.
I don't care whether they're ready or not.
Well,
now
now,
bring them on.
Don't yell at me. It's not my fault you put in 5 gallons of gas yesterday.
No, but it was your big fat idea that I use Ethel. Now bring them on.
Okay. Sportsman, ready or not, you're on. Hey, sportsman. Hey, sportsman, fellas. Fellas, hurry up, you're on. For heaven's sake.
I'm putting on the top hat, tying up my white tie, brushing off my tails. I'm duding up my shirt front, putting in the shirt studs, polishing my nails. I'm stepping out, my dear, to breathe an atmosphere that simply reeks with class.
And I trust that you'll forgive my dust when I step on the gas.
For I'll be there, putting on the top hat, mussing up my white tie, dancing in my tail. This coat isn't mine. This tie just won't do. I'm feeling a drag.
Who has my left shoe?
I'm lighting up a lucky, puffing on a lucky, blowing out the match. Oh boy, I'm glad, happy with the lucky, better taste the lucky. There's a reason to match. A lucky strike is made of only the finest, lightest, and mild tobacco. You'll get real enjoyment from Lucky's. There's not a thing they lack. It's light up time. Time to light a Lucky. Time to puff a Lucky. Has anyone a match? Has anyone a match? Hasn't anyone a match? It's light up time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to the Beverly Hills Police Department.
Beverly Hills Police Department. That's right. Traffic fines may be paid on the 4th floor.
I believe you wish to see me, Sergeant Vandermeer.
That's correct, O'Hara. I'm sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to break you down to patrolman.
Break me? But Sergeant, how can you do that? Just last night, I captured a bank robber right in the middle of Beverly Hills. I shot him twice.
That's it. Next time use a silencer. You woke the whole neighborhood.
Sergeant.
That'll be all, O'Hara.
I guess this is the place, Beverly Hills Police Station. Through these portals pass the finest policemen in the world. Uniforms by Adrian. Oh, Miss.
Yes.
I'd like to report a stolen car.
Do you have an appointment?
No, I just want to report a stolen car.
Have you been here before?
No.
Well, who recommended us?
Duncan Hines. You'd think this was Pasadena. I just want to report a stolen...
Excuse me. Hello? Yes, we still have tickets for the policeman's ball. The program? Well, we open with the overture from Tannhäuser, and then there will be a performance of the Swan Lake Ballet. Yes. Yes, and then after intermission, the policeman's chorus, in full dress, will sing a cantata from the works of Mozart. Yes, you may write for the tickets.
Say, that's quite a classy program. You know, it'd be wonderful for an encore if a policeman sang, "Who Put the Tuxedo in Mrs. Murphy's Vichyssoise?"
We did that last year, a cappella, and it was beautiful.
Now, what about my stolen car?
Oh, yes, excuse me. Very well, you may speak with Sergeant Vandermeer now.
Oh, thank you. Sergeant Vandermeer?
Yes?
I'd like to report my car was stolen.
Do you live in Beverly Hills?
Yes, I do.
What kind of a Jaguar was it?
Well, it wasn't exactly a Jaguar. You see, it was...
Mercedes-Benz?
No. It,
Come, mister. What kind of a car is it?
well, it's a Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
From what country?
No, you see, it was made in this country. Of course, they don't make them anymore, you see, although the factory is still in existence. They make pencil sharpeners. Well, you see, there were a lot of crank handles left over. It was... it was easy to convert, you see.
Oh, I see. Now, from where was the car stolen?
Well, I thought...
Boss!
Oh, hello, Rochester.
Boss! Got here as soon as I could.
This is Rochester Van Jones. He discovered the theft. He's my butler.
Oh, the butler, eh? Sit down, Mr. Van Jones. I'd like to talk to you. Now, recount in your own words just what happened during the entire day.
Well-
Don't worry, Rochester. I'm right behind you.
At 8 o'clock this morning, Mr. Benny called me from my room and told me he'd be gone all day. And he said while he's gone, he wanted me to clean the kitchen, scrub the floor, beat the rugs, wash the windows, polish the stove, wax the floors, and press his clothes.
You were told to do all this at 8 o'clock, eh? And where were you at 8:15?
Back in my room asleep.
Rochester. Quiet, please. Now then, Rochester, when did you discover that Mr. Benny's Maxwell was stolen?
I heard the motor as it went out the driveway.
Oh, I see. You were sleeping, but you just happened to wake up when you heard the motor, eh?
I didn't just happen to wake up. It threw me out of bed.
Now, see here.
Now, wait a minute. You're suspecting the wrong man.
Well, it's always the butler in the movies.
I know, but this isn't the movies. Now, look, I'm a taxpayer, and I want to get my stolen car.
I hated that Arthur Treacher.
Excuse me, Sergeant. The prisoner in cell 29 has escaped.
You mean that dangerous criminal we're holding for murder?
That's the man.
Well, he won't get very far. Get the hound.
Yes, sir, the hounds.
The hounds?
Hello. Hello, Chief. Alert all units. The dangerous criminal has just escaped.
Those are the hounds?
They'll tear him apart.
Especially the last one.
We're getting to that, Mr. Benny. Now then, Mr. Benny, have you noticed any suspicious-looking characters loitering around your premises lately?
Well, there are always a lot of strangers around the house. Of course, I don't know who they are.
Oh, strangers, eh? Now we're getting somewhere. Smith, send up all the tramps, bums, and suspicious characters from this morning's roundup. Maybe you'll recognize one of them.
Yes, I
Now
hope
then,
so.
let me get ahead here with my report. Let me see here now. The car, make of car, Maxwell.
That's right, a Maxwell.
Now, will you please give me a description?
Well, it has a black body and 4 blue fenders, and there are geraniums growing out of the spare tire.
Geraniums?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
At this time of year, yes. Now, I know that this is a ridiculous question, but is there any other identification?
Well, there's a foxtail that hangs casually from the radiator cap, and then, oh yes, the top goes up and down.
Oh, a convertible.
No, the top just goes up and down.
You see, we have no windshield to fasten it to, and it's kind of uncomfortable wearing that chin strap.
I see. Well, now, Mr. Benny. Yes? Okay, send them in. Here comes the lineup. Mr. Benny, can you identify anyone in this group?
All of them. That's my orchestra.
Your orchestra?
Yes. Oh, for heaven's sakes, come here.
Mr. Benny, what are you doing?
He belongs in the brass section. Now, say it.
All right, take him out. Take him out.
Right, right. That's the first time they've all had the same beat. Tell me, Sergeant, will they be late for rehearsal?
About 30 days.
That's the best news I've had today.
Mr. Benny, we're wasting time. Now, if you'll step over here to our radio transmitter, we'll report the theft to our prowl cars.
Calling car 21. Calling car 21. Go to the corner of Doheny and Wilshire. There seems to be a disturbance. Johnson speaking. That is all.
Calling car 32. Calling car 32. Proceed to the corner of Roxbury and Santa Monica Boulevard. Traffic congestion. This is Kerry. That is all.
Now, Mr. Benny, which one of our announcers would you prefer to broadcast the information about your missing car? Officer Johnson or Officer Carey?
Well, what's the difference?
Officer Carey has a higher rating with our prowl cars. Between calls, he spins Elvis Presley records.
I don't care about that. I just want to get my car.
Now, Mr. Benny, don't worry. We'll not only locate your car, we'll apprehend the criminals. You see, we'll take fingerprints off the steering wheel.
Oh.
Don't you think you ought to get them off the door handle?
Well, why?
We haven't got a steering wheel.
No steering wheel? Well, that's ridiculous. When you come to a corner, how do you make a turn?
We jump out and kick the front wheel.
Rochester.
When we get to Coffee Circle, we go crazy.
Please be quiet. Now, will you just give the order, will you?
Certainly, Mr. Benny. Here, Carey, will you add this to your list?
Yes, sir. Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Keep a lookout for 3 stolen vehicles. Chrysler, license number WL4769. DeSoto, DZ3327. Maxwell, PU8054. Now, for the boys in Prowl Car 7831 and all your friends on motorcycles, here is Love Me Tender.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life. Love me tender.
He's going to play the lead in Swan Lake.
Oh, well, he ought to be very good.
Car 28, calling in. Car 28, calling in.
Car 28, Sergeant.
This may be it, Mr. Benny.
Yeah, hope
I'll
so.
take it, Carey. Okay, car 28, come in.
We found the Maxwell, license number PU8054.
That's it. That's it.
The car was found at 366 North Camden Drive.
Well, that's my home.
They brought it back.
Hear that? They brought my car back. They brought it back.
This is the 3rd time.
Quiet, please. Car 28, did you apprehend the criminals?
Only the one that was limping. The other one got away.
You say one of them was limping. Did you shoot him?
No, his toe was broken from kicking the front wheel.
Oh, for heaven, they must have gone by way of Carthay Circle. Thank you very, very much.
That's all right. Well, Mr. Benny, here, will you please sign this release
I'll
here?
be very, very happy.
There you are.
I'll
And
sign
now
it
for
right
the boys in Patrol Car 95, here is Lawrence Welk and his champagne music. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Jack will be back in a minute, but first a word to cigarette smokers.
Light up the lucky, it's light up time. Be happy, go lucky, it's light up time. For the taste that you like, light up a lucky strike. Relax, it's light up time.
Man, that's it. When you sink that last putt and pull out a pack of Luckies, and it has to be Luckies. Know why? Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. Naturally good tasting tobacco that's toasted. Yes, sir, it's toasted to taste even better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Have you tried a Lucky lately? You'll say it's the best tasting cigarette you ever smoked.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike right now. Light up a Lucky. It's light up time.
That's about as silly as we can get. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce, last summer I went to Europe and I filmed 4 television shows. And 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to show the first film that we made in London, not only in the studio, but we took exterior shots in the Tower of London, Trafalgar Square, and it'll be very, very interesting, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Of course, when I went, I love Europe, you see. When I went over there, London, everybody knows me there, too. And I was so worried that they'd ask me about, to sign autographs and everything. I went there sort of incognito. I had on a beard and dark glasses and my coat collar turned up, but what good did it do? One tip and they recognized me. But I do hope you enjoyed our play today. We've always had so much fun with the Beverly Hills and the Beverly Hills Police. But I do want to say that we all did it just in fun, and I know the Beverly Hills Police didn't mind because they're very, very dear friends of mine, particularly Chief Anderson. And I know they took it in the spirit that it was meant. You know what I mean? So next Sunday, be sure and watch Ann Southern, and I'll be back 2 weeks from today.
Don't be too sure.
The taste is great in the filter tip Tarryton. All the pleasure comes through in the filter tip Tarryton. Smokes milder, smokes smoother, draws easier. Yes, the taste is great in the filter tip Tarryton.
Jack Benny's next television show will be in 2 weeks. Portions of this program were pre-recorded. This is Don Wilson saying good night.